Efcc arraigned 3 ghost workers for N9.7m fraud. Onukaogu Onyinyechi Esther, Ebenuwa Chinazo Jennifer and Onukaogu Joshua have been arraigned by the Efcc over fraudulent activities. Esther allegedly input her name and 2 of her siblings, Jennifer and Joshua, into the IPAS database as staff of Federal Ministry of Education and Federal Ministry of Works. The offense is punishable under Section 1(3) of the Advance Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offenses Act, No. The defendants however have pleaded not guilty to the charge. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Tuesday, June 6, 2017 arraigned the trio of Onukaogu Onyinyechi Esther, Ebenuwa Chinazo Jennifer and Onukaogu Joshua before Justice A. Edpoju of the FCT High Court sitting in Use, Abuja, on a 13-count charge of conspiracy and obtaining by false pretense. Esther allegedly abused her office while being a staff of Soft Alliance, consultants to the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation on IPAS between 2012 and 2013, to input her name and 2 of her siblings, Jennifer and Joshua, into the IPAS database as staff of Federal Ministry of Education and Federal Ministry of Works respectively, for the purpose of receiving salaries from the federal government. The offense breaches Section 1(1)(a), and is punishable under Section 1(3) of the Advance Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offenses Act, No. Esther and her co-defendants were said to have drawn salaries as ghost workers from their respective ministries for 3 years, to the tune of N9 million before the law caught up with them. The offense breaches Section 1(1)(a), and is punishable under Section 1(3) of the Advance Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offenses Act, No. Count 6 of the charge reads that you Onukaogu Onyinyechi Esther and Onukaogu Joshua between January 2014 and December 2014, at Abuja within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, with the intention to defraud, obtain the sum of N1,860,865 72, 1,860,865 naira, 72 kobo, only, from the federal government of Nigeria, under the false pretense that Onukaogu Joshua is a civil servant working in the Federal Ministry of Education, which pretense you knew to be false. The defendants pleaded not guilty to the charge. In view of their pleas, counsel to EFCC, Elizabeth Alabi, urged the court to fix a date for trial and to remand the suspects in prison custody. But, the defense counsel, M. Hurst, informed the court that he had pending applications for the bail of the defendants. Responding, Alabi urged the court to refuse the application, adding that they were once granted bail and they jumped it. However, Justice Edpoju opined that the purpose of bail is to secure the attendance of the defendants in court. It is their constitutional right to be granted bail. The judge, therefore, granted each of the defendants bail in the sum of N5 million with 1 surety each, and like sum. The sureties must be civil servants not below salary grade level 10. The matter has been adjourned to September 21, 2017 for hearing. Meanwhile, the defendants are to be remanded in EFCC custody pending the perfection of their bail conditions. Meanwhile, a report by Transparency IT Nigeria has listed some of the corruption-related court cases coming up on Tuesday, June 6. On the list are 3 former governors and the former Minister of Aviation Chief Femi Fani-Kayode. The ex-state chief executives are Ibrahim Sham of Katsina and 3 others who were alleged to have laundered the sum of N11 billion. Chief Orgies are Kalu of Abia and 2 others who were alleged to have laundered the sum of N3.2 billion, and Muazu Babangida of Niger and 1 other who were alleged to have laundered the sum of N1.